This is RTV6 News at 11, working for you.
Saying so long to the deep freeze. Even tonight, temperatures are running more than 20 degrees warmer than this time last night. I'll let you know if the warmth sticks around into your Sunday.
2 people are dead in 2 separate shootings today, and the number of people killed so far in 2020 is surging. What IMPD is telling us tonight.
This building has been vacant for about 20 years, and so the neighborhood residents are really excited to see some positive energy.
Leaders rehabbing buildings and homes in order to rehab a community. How they're turning vacant buildings that could attract crime into an oasis for local residents. 2 Indianapolis sisters didn't win the lottery, but they struck the jackpot. The unbelievable day that changed their lives forever. First at 11 o'clock, it's only in the upper 30s, but it feels much better outside compared to this time last night. Thanks for joining us here at 11 o'clock. I'm Nicole Griffin. We begin with Storm Team 6 meteorologist Kyle Mounts. Kyle, what are you tracking as we head into Sunday?
Well, fortunately, Nicole, we've got some more warmth that's going to be coming our way, and today we really had a temperature surge. We started off at 12 degrees in Indianapolis this morning. We made it, though, all the way to 44, so more than a 30-degree warm-up today, and a lot of that snow really starting to disappear out there. Even tonight, our temperature has been holding around the upper 30s and back to 40 degrees thanks to the southwest breeze that's kicked up again between 15 and 20 miles per hour. Now, as we look at temperatures around central Indiana, we still see some of those lower 40s around Martinsville and Bloomington, even Muncie at 40. A little bit cooler for you, though, in Tipton at 36 degrees, where you got a little more of that snow on the ground. Things are fairly quiet on Storm Team 6 radar, although from around Spencer into Sullivan, we do see the chance for a couple of sprinkles moving on through. Later on tonight, we'll have mostly cloudy skies. Could see some light patchy fog developing with a low right around 30 degrees. We'll take you hour by hour through your Sunday in just a few minutes.
Kyle, thank you. Deadly violence across Indianapolis today. 2 people are dead in 2 separate incidents as the number of homicides more than doubles what it was at this time last year. First, a man is dead after a shooting this evening on the east side. IMPD tells us several people heard gunshots and reported it but didn't see anything. But when officers got to the scene of the 200 block of North Forest Avenue, they found a man dead outside in front of a house. That's near East Washington Street and North Rural Street. Police haven't released any information about a possible suspect, except it could be a person known in that community. Call Crime Stoppers with any information about this case. You can remain anonymous. That number is 317-262-TIPS. 1 man is dead. Another man is injured after a double shooting on the city's northeast side. IMPD says medics rushed to the 3800 block of North Emerson Avenue just before 11 this morning. Officers found 2 men suffering from gunshot wounds. Investigators tell us 1 man later died. Medics took the other man to a local hospital in critical condition. The identities of the victims or any possible suspect information has not been released. And new information, a man who was shot Friday morning on the north side has since died. IMPD says officers rushed to the 3600 block of Hemlock Avenue around 6:30 Friday morning. That's near Fall Creek Parkway and 38th Street. Investigators say they found a man with a gunshot wound at a nearby Get-Go gas station. Medics took the man to a local hospital, but today police said he has died. And tonight, IMPD is reacting to this violent start to 2020.
It's a lot for one day. It has not been a good year, period. Let's just be blunt about it. We have not started the year off in any way, fashion, at how we had hoped. But know this, that the police department, the homicide detectives, crime lab, everyone involved, we will continue to work. We will continue to fight, and we will try to and continue to try to get a hold of this crime. That being said, though, and you've heard me say this before, but maybe not in this fashion, we need help from our citizens.
Well, just how bad is it? We are looking into the numbers tonight. So far in 2020, not even 2 months into the new year, Indianapolis has had 31 homicides, including the 2 today. That's 16 more than Indy had at the same time last year, and it also well outpaces the number of homicides on February 15th in 2018 and 2017, as you can see right here on your screen. Well, we want to make sure you know what's happening in your neighborhood. We have a map of all of the homicides homicides in Indianapolis in 2020. We show you where they've happened down to the street. To find this map, just go to our website, theindychannel.com, or the RTV6 News app. One by one, leaders on the city's Near East Side are rehabbing old vacant homes and buildings, places that could attract criminal activity. It's an effort to once again make 10th Street a thriving main street in the heart of the Near East Side. And today marks a big step towards that vision.
It's really exciting to have everybody opening up over here. We're seeing a lot of, new venues and new business ventures, and it's always great.
On the corner of 10th and Gray Streets on the city's Near East Side is this building. It was once a laundromat, but for 20 years, it's been vacant.
So the neighborhood residents are really excited to see some positive energy and a place where they can go and connect with one another.
On Saturday, people were invited inside to see a sign of progress along 10th Street. The once vacant building is now 10 East Arts Hub, a community art space for people of all ages.
The arts are an incredible tool that brings community together. It allows people to express themselves creatively. We've heard from residents in this neighborhood over and over again that they really wanted to see arts programming.
John Bonner Neighborhood Center received $4.3 million in grant money from Lilly Endowment to make it all possible. The goal is to create a thriving neighborhood district where creativity, arts, and culture positively impact the quality of life. Sierra Johnson brought her 2 kids out to the grand opening.
It's always great to have activity that will help them learn and engage their mind. It keeps her out of trouble. My son's here as well.
We talked to young artists in the making who are excited to now have a space where they can learn and grow.
I like being able to do a bunch of arts and crafts. It's nice for self-expression.
It's a good way to interact with people because I've met a lot of new people and they're really nice.
5 artists have been chosen to bring a wide range of programs to the space that now represents the next step in improving the Near East Side. 10 East Art Hub is owned by Inspired 10th Street, the LLC, which is a collaboration of 3 East Side nonprofits. Another goal they have is to increase the number of affordable homes in the area dedicated for artists by renovating 25 existing homes.
They are picking the pockets of women, taking their wallets out of their purses or handbags, stealing their credit cards, and then going to those big box stores and making illegitimate purchases.
Tonight, a warning to people who call Hamilton County home or just visit the area. Fishers police say an organized theft gang is making moves. The most recent victim had $5,000 stolen from them in a matter of seconds. RTV6's Amanda Sorrentino is working for you with this alert to make sure you know how to protect yourself and your loved ones.
A quick lunch in Fishers can quickly put you out thousands of dollars if you are not careful. Police believe a well-organized gang of thieves is committing crimes across the country, including central Indiana.
It does make you a little nervous when you go out.
It's disturbing. I mean, I've lived here my entire life, and this area has always been very safe, so it's a shame.
Fishers police issued a warning this week saying the gang stole a woman's wallet earlier this month at the Panera on 96th Street near I-69. Immediately after that, the woman's credit cards were used to buy $5,000 in gift cards at the Super Target on 116th Street.
This is a very nice area, and probably people maybe have a little more funds in their purses or whatever they're after, so it's an easier target for them to get money quickly.
According to Sergeant Tom Wager of the Fishers Police Department, this incident is not the first time.
We've had cases over the past couple of years, just a couple of cases, but this one most recently, they racked up $5,000 on the victim's credit card. So obviously we want the community to know that these types of things are happening so that they can take the proper precautions.
And police say this theft gang is specifically targeting areas like this, lunch spots, or grocery markets, stores near those big box retailers like Target and Best Buy.
This is just something that can happen so quickly, and you can just be eating lunch and all of a sudden somebody's using your credit card.
This is what we know about this group of thieves. They operate in groups of 2 or 3, and they are usually well-dressed and drive rental cars to blend into upscale communities. Also, that they usually steal from women's purses. The Fishers Police Department is also working with IMPD, Carmel Police, and other law enforcement agencies in Hamilton County. They do not believe Fishers is specifically singled out because these sort of thefts are happening through the region.
These individuals, they are professional thieves. They train and they practice this skill, if you will, and they can have your credit card in seconds and you not even know it.
If you notice something is off or you have become a victim, call police immediately. This gang moves quickly, so the sooner police are able to act, the better. Working for you in Fishers, Amanda Starrentino, RTV6.
Amanda, thank you. If you notice something is off or you have become a victim of a theft, call police immediately. This gang moves quickly, so the sooner police are able to act, the better. A cell phone store in Whitestown robbed at gunpoint, and tonight police are looking for the 2 people involved. Whitestown police say 2 men wearing ski masks and dressed in all black robbed the Verizon wireless store this afternoon. Investigators say the men got away and they may be driving a dark blue Chrysler sedan. Officers are asking that any witnesses or businesses with security camera footage in that area contact the Whitestown Police Department. 3 major fires today around Indianapolis. 1 person is seriously hurt and a firefighter also suffered injuries. We begin on the north side. A woman had to jump from her 2nd-story townhouse window when fire trapped her upstairs in her bedroom. The Indianapolis Fire Department rushed to the 8200 block of Spyglass Drive around 6:30 this morning and found smoke coming from the roof of the townhouse. That's near Township Line Road and West 86th Street. Medics took the woman to a local hospital in serious condition. Investigators say she is expected to make a full recovery. It's not clear what caused this fire. An Indianapolis firefighter is hurt after debris fell on their head while fighting a fire on the near west side. This happened at a vacant house in the 100 block of Belmont Avenue, just north of West Washington Street, around 12:30 this afternoon. Investigators are trying to figure out what started this fire, but fire crews tell us neighbors have reported squatters in and out of the home. And on the east side, an 80-year-old Navy veteran loses his home that he's lived in for 35 years. Fire broke out at the house, which is on Chester Avenue near North Sherman Drive and East Washington Street around 3:30 this afternoon. Luckily, no one was hurt, but firefighters say putting out the flames was difficult because of excessive clutter inside the house. Investigators are trying to find the cause of this fire as well. And a fire in Kokomo kills 1 person and hospitalizes another. Kokomo firefighters pulled 2 people from a fire in the 1800 block of LaFountain Street just before 5 this evening. Fire crews tell us 1 person died in that fire. Medics took another person to a Howard County hospital and then to an Indianapolis hospital. Investigators don't know the condition of that person tonight. Firefighters say 2 citizens tried to rescue both people from the fire. An adoption blitz to try to clear space in a local animal shelter. Why animal shelters are becoming overcrowded with dogs and cats, and the deal you can still take advantage of to add a furry member to your family. A life-changing event for 2 sisters. They both have newborns, but find out what makes this news even more special. It's really a 1 in a million story. Kyle.
And we have already picked up over 8 inches of rainfall this year. We've got another round of wet weather coming our way when we could see another ½ inch or more of rain. You're watching RTV6 News at 11.
Visit ChooseYourChevy.com.
This is RTV6 News at 11, working for you.
Tonight, some pets in need of a forever home got one. Indianapolis Animal Care Services on South Harding Street held a late-night adopt-a-thon event from 6 until 10 this evening. The shelter has been near capacity because animal control officers are getting more calls due to dogs being left outside in temperatures below 20 degrees.
It is very dangerous for dogs. In cats too, they're susceptible to frostbite just like we are. Even though they may have thick fur coats, that cold does eventually creep in. So when it's 20 degrees or lower, or if there's a weather advisory in place, city ordinance says that you have to bring your animals into a temperature-controlled facility, preferably inside to hang out with you on the couch.
Well, it only costs $5 for adoptions all throughout the month of February at Indianapolis Animal Care Services. That's located in the 2600 block of South Harding Street on the south side. Two Indianapolis sisters share a lot more than a close bond. They both gave birth at the same hospital on the same day. Sisters Sherelle and Sierra Anthony gave birth Wednesday at Indianapolis Community Hospital East. The babies were due weeks apart, but they evidently had other plans. Sherelle Anthony's son, Terry Valentino, was born at 12:40 a.m. He was a week early and weighed 6 pounds and 2 ounces. Sierra Anthony's daughter, Dream Monique, came into the world at 6:29 in the evening. She was a week late and weighed 7 pounds and 4 ounces. Sharing birthdays isn't new in this family, though. Sierra has another sister who was also born on her birthday just a year later. That is a pretty cool story, Kyle.
Yeah, and great Valentine gifts for those families.
Yeah, I didn't even think about that.
Yeah. Well, they needed to bundle up here the last couple of days. It's been so cold. In fact, this time last night it was 14. Now
it feels better outside tonight.
Yeah, now it's 40. It's a lot better out there. Let's go ahead and show you the view from downtown Indianapolis. You got a lot of 40s out here. 41 in Martinsville and Bloomington. 40 in Muncie, Kokomo. A little cooler, but still not bad for you either at 36 degrees. And as we have that blanketed cloud cover and a southwest breeze, temperatures will only slowly fall here tonight into the lower 30s by tomorrow morning. We'll be a little bit colder for northern locations. Again, around Kokomo and Lafayette at 25 degrees. Still some of that snow we got to melt away. 28 in Noblesville, and we'll be in the lower 30s, Bloomington and Columbus. So that's where we're going to start off our Sunday, and we will have some clouds still around the area, but already looks like we'll start to have some of that clearing working its way in from the northwest. Now, we may see a few more clouds build in through the day, but again, overall, I think as we go into the afternoon, sunshine wins things out here, and again, it will be a dry day, so we'll continue with that theme right on through the second half of our weekend. Temperature-wise, making it into the lower 40s in Logansport, Lafayette at 42. 42 for your afternoon high in Anderson, so numbers that are a little bit above average for this time of year. That average high is 40. You'll make it 47 in Martinsville, Newcastle at 43, and even a couple of 50s. Not out of the question here around Bedford and Seymour for your Sunday afternoon. Spencer at 49 degrees. So maybe starting to think a little bit more about spring, heading out to the Boat Sport and Travel Show tomorrow. After we get rid of those clouds, temperatures really going to start to warm up. We'll get into the upper 30s at noon, and again around 43 already by 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Monday planning forecast, well, the clouds are back with us. Temperatures will still make their way into the 40s, but as we get into the late afternoon, early evening, that's when rain chances are going to return. I do think this system, we're going to be warm enough that it is rain. Can't rule out a couple of stray showers Monday afternoon, but it's really Monday evening and Monday night that we see the bulk of the rain. And again, some areas could pick up a ½ inch or more of rainfall before that system slides off to our south and east early in the day on Tuesday. Put it all together for you now in the 7-day planning forecast, and those temperatures will be in the lower 40s here right on through Tuesday afternoon for that high. Once the rain moves out, we get another shot of some colder air here. In fact, by Thursday morning, lows are back in the teens. Highs will struggle to around 30 degrees, but it's another quick shot of that cold air because already as we look ahead toward next weekend, we're rebounding with highs in the middle 40s.
All right, Kyle, thank you. Well, after the break, Brad Brown joins us from Chicago, where he is following the Pacers' Domantas Sabonis through All-Star Weekend. He'll show you how Sabonis showed out tonight.
Was we even there?
Welcome back to the news at 11. It's All-Star Weekend in Chicago. NBA superstars are taking part in a lot of festivities, including Pacers center Domantas Sabonis. Brad Brown is in the Windy City tonight with a look at what Sabonis is accomplishing.
One of the highlights of the NBA All-Star Weekend is All-Star Saturday night. That includes some of the brightest stars on the biggest stage, and it's all going down tonight here at the United Center. That included a spotlight event to start the evening off for Pacers forward and first-time All-Star Domantas Sabonis taking part in the NBA All-Star Skills Challenge. Domas started things off in the opening round against defending champion Jason Tatum. The skills were spot on. The three-pointer to knock it down advanced into the semifinals. Got another win, found himself in the championship round tonight against Miami Heat big man Bam Adebayo. Was neck and neck down the stretch, but in the end, it was Bam hitting the shot to win it. So Domas had to settle for a runner-up finish here in the Skills Challenge. Afterwards, though, still clearly enjoying his experience here in the Windy City this weekend.
I was like, of course, we got to go against Tatum. I couldn't go against a big or someone else, but it was fun, won, so I just kept going there.
So put together a couple good rounds like that out there. You had a good time with it, looked like.
Oh, yeah, it was fun. It was definitely a lot of fun, just trying to enjoy it.
You practice anything specifically for this, or you just kind of go out and do it tonight?
We practiced for 5 minutes right before we went out.
Earlier in the day, we were downtown, just south of downtown Chicago at the Wintrust Arena for practice and media day, a chance for both teams to take the court. Q&A from more than 1,000 media from all over the world. Also our opportunity to catch up with former Pacers coach, current Lakers coach, and the head man of Team LeBron this weekend. That's Frank Vogel. That'll include Sabonis on their roster this weekend. Coach Vogel talking about the Pacers big man and maybe what could have been.
I credit Domas for me being the Lakers coach, because if we would have not traded he and Victor and kept them in Orlando, I probably would still be coaching the Orlando Magic. So, I told him that this morning. We had a little bit of a laugh over that. I'm a huge fan of Domas, and, just the way he plays the game, his IQ, his toughness, the getting the most out of his abilities, and I think it's very fitting and rewarding that he's here at All-Star Weekend.
Sunday's game will tip off here in Chicago a little after 8:30 Indiana time. Pacers have the week off. They'll be back in action for the regular season's second half to continue on Friday night against the Knicks. In Chicago, Brad Brown, RTV6 Sports.
All right, Brad, thank you. Speaking of skills, toward the end of today's practice, watch Sabonis hit that long shot from half court. Team LeBron having a ton of fun out there. We'll see how they put it all together coming up tomorrow. Well, next year in 2021, the NBA All-Star Game is coming to Indianapolis. Thousands of people will flock to Bankers Life Fieldhouse to see the best basketball players in the world show off their skills. But 2021 won't be the first NBA All-Star Game in Indy. The Hoosier Dome was the site of the 1985 All-Star Game. So we went to Pacers Sports and Entertainment President and Chief Operating Officer Rick Fusen, and he was at that game in 1985. He shares the difference 35 years can make.
Significantly different. This All-Star Weekend is significantly different today than it was back then. As I recollect, we had a couple big parties. Certainly we had the game at the Hoosier Dome at that point, had 43,000 people there. But it wasn't like it is today. We have 1,800 media coming from all across the world. It'll be broadcast in 200 countries. We have sponsors coming. It's more of a week-long thing. We have all kind of different events that will be part of this whole All-Star Game. So it's just totally different.
Indianapolis's NBA All-Star Game will take place February 14th, 2021 at Bankers Life Fieldhouse. All right, well, let's hope the 2021 NBA All-Star Game Slam Dunk Contest is half as good as the dunk contest at the Hoosier Dome back in 1985. You had iconic players like Dominique Wilkins, Clyde Drexler, Dr. J, the Pacers' own Terrence Stansbury, and the airness himself, Michael Jordan, competing. This is regarded as one of the best dunk contests of all time, with Dominique Wilkins winning it all. Stay with us here. The news at 11 continues after this break with the final check of your forecast.